Redfall, the current thing that gamers are loving to hate. But is the vitriol for this upcoming open world co-op first-person shooter really justified? Well, okay, I mean, it is impossible to say with 100% accuracy if it's completely justified, but the signs are all kind of pointing to yes. But before we get into today's video, I would really like to take a moment just to say thank you to anybody who watches. It means a lot to us. But you know what would mean even more to us? Subscribe. Subscribe to this channel for more awesome content just like this so we can keep pursuing what we want to do. Be sure to like the video, recommend it to your friends, check us out on social media, and now back to the video. Redfall was announced some time back and was meant to kind of be the next big thing from Arcane Studios and Bethesda. Now, Arcane has a long track record of trying new and exciting things, providing gamers around the world with unforgettable experiences jam-packed with innovative gameplay mechanics and enthralling stories that span hours upon hours of exploration and delving into. Games like Prey captivated the few who bought it with its mind-bending story about isolation, control, and insanity, with the mimicking aliens providing plenty of jump out of your chair moments that really heightened the game's already intense atmosphere. Dishonored married the steampunk aesthetic with the arcane mythological powers of a highly skilled assassin while combining the open level design of games like Deus Ex to highly acclaimed precision. They also developed games that ended up standing the test of time, like Dark Messiah Might and Magic.
What?
This guy's insane, by the way.
I love this narrator.
Ooh, yes! And you just found the Ropo, and now you get to use it. Yeah.
But much like all of our favorite franchises throughout the last decade, Arcane and Bethesda seem hell-bent on squandering the goodwill of the beloved publisher with their latest fiasco, Redfall. Now, the issues all began with the reveal, the players lamenting that it looked like a cool concept wasted on a boring and bland design. Now, this sentiment would later be picked up by the media, who were able to secure some hands-on demo builds of the game and said that the enemy AI was atrociously dumb. The challenge was non-existent and the gameplay felt like a cheap copy of Arcane's usual mastery of the core systems required to make a compelling game. Now, if that wasn't bad enough, Redfall's developers would then go on to confirm that it would be an always online required game, a statement that made many a gamer roll their eyes in disbelief and led to more than a little bit of outrage at the studio for essentially confirming that Redfall would have an expiration date, which kind of tends to confirm a lot of suspicions that the game wasn't made very confidently. Now, while Arcane has walked back that particular point and said they're working on retroactively removing that requirement down the road, it really hasn't helped quickly souring the mix that is Redfall's PR team and their marketing. Things continue to slide downhill when IGN dropped a now lamented gameplay demo of the exclusive footage that basically showcased what fans feared, that the game looked boring as hell and flat and uninspired. But if you think we're done, oh no, we're not done just yet. So recently, Redfall developers confirmed that Redfall will be locked at 30 FPS on 4K, as well as 30 FPS in 1440p on the Series X, which makes absolutely no sense whatsoever, and I will not blame those who will agree with me on this one, but I think it's pretty safe to say this will be a deal breaker for many despite its inclusion on Game Pass. Some people may download it, play it, realize that they can't lock it into 60 FPS, or they know about this ahead of time and they already took it off their wish list. I know that there will be some people who will say, oh, it isn't a big deal, but with access to that we currently have to really high-end technology and really easy to create engines and relatively easy access to developing games, and the sheer skill of indie developers, like for a AAA studio, not only Arcane, but for somebody like Bethesda who's publishing it and helping out with manpower and whatnot, for them to be unable to deliver a competently technical package is nothing short of outright insulting to players. I mean, while Redfall has yet to fully release to gamers or critics, the playing field is looking pretty uneven as everyone everywhere looks at it with a bit of a side eye. No one is really holding their breath, and unless Arcane delivers an absolutely insane story and mechanics that, critics are like, oh, you need to play this, it seems pretty likely that Redfall will probably be dead on arrival.